Hello and welcome back to the Maccadam's Comlink. I'm Oshi.
Hi, I'm Silas.
Hi, and I'm Abby.
Hooray! We have an interesting episode. It involves a tunnel, and that's all we're talking about. No, I'm joking.
Secret
Imagine
tunnel.
that.
Secret tunnel!
Secret tunnel.
I'm sorry for waking you up, baby.
Through the
For podcast
mountains.
viewers, I have a cat resting on my shoulders.
Cat.
I won't.
Cat.
But yes, we have a tunnel. So it's literally called Tunnel Vision, which whatever, sure.
What hole are we entering? Who owns this?
Season 2, Episode 12, Tunnel Vision, aired May 5th, 2012, 7.9 out of 10. I would like to read you the description because I hate whatever IMDb is doing to these descriptions. Every once in a while, you get one that's like, oh, that's okay. And then we get RC, Bumblebee, Jack, and Miko head to a New York subway to locate an ancient Autobot relic, but find that the tunnel isn't at all empty. Why would the tunnel be empty if it's meant for subways?
Yeah, that's a little bit of a silly description. That's a silly way to word
isn't
that.
at all empty. They knew that the cons would be there too. They literally watched
Right.
them go.
Like they knew. They literally said, "Hey, we're racing against these guys to get this stuff."
Like
What?
they pre-ordered their sandwich before going to the tunnel. Like,
I mean, kind of, yeah. Like, this description makes no sense. I know it's been years, but IMDb, what are we doing?
But it's not burping. IMDb is a little bit stupid.
Like, I don't know if it's other shows or if it's just this show. Give me 2 seconds, actually. I am gonna... Someone give me a show that I've watched.
Abby, I hope you know your vape is making me really wish I had a cigarette right now.
God.
And like I do, they're in my car.
God, I do love a ciggy, but only as like a little treat.
That's fair. That's fair.
You ever just have a ciggy as a little treat?
Yes, that's the only time I ever have one, is if it's just like a little treat.
Guys, actual little side tangent. The reason I started vaping was because I wanted more breaks when I worked at a restaurant. They take.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you. Dude, they take smoke breaks so seriously in the food industry, and I hated my job so much that I started fucking smoking so I could not do my job.
Sounds about right. I don't like vaping. Which is funny because I like cigarettes, but I don't like vaping.
Cigarettes are nostalgic for me because they remind me of my father.
See, no one in my family smokes. I just enjoy it. It's enjoy it.
A good little treat.
I don't like vaping. I want my smoke to taste like cancer.
If I'm gonna do something that'll kill me, I at least want to taste the death.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't smoke for the express reason. Well, I was looking at something. I was saying the express reason I don't smoke is specifically because people in my family do, and I know what it does, and I'm not doing none of that.
Dude, honestly, I think that
good plan. Good. Don't start.
Like rotation nightmare.
Here's the thing: knowing that one of my parents has a fake roof of his mouth with his teeth makes me not want to smoke ever.
He has a fake
like fake roof of his mouth, like the way he puts in his teeth.
Yeah.
Fake roof of his mouth.
Yeah, cigarettes can fuck you up real bad.
All right. But so in that time that you guys were talking, I did go to IMDb. I looked at 2 shows. I looked at Ninjago and I looked at a different Transformers show to see if it was just a Transformers thing. It's literally just Transformers Prime that has this issue, and I'm confused. Who did they put in charge? That's the I went to another show, Transformers Cyberverse, which was around not around the same time, but like it wasn't that far off. It's another Transformers show. and the descriptions make more sense. They actually cover what happens in the episode. The Ninjago descriptions are so funny. They're like a paragraph. It's hilarious. I love it. But like, what is it about Transformers Prime that they just decided, stick the fucking 8-year-old on that one? Like, what?
Yeah.
What is going on? I want to know.
Maybe the
Genuinely.
8-year-old was so excited about it, and they couldn't tell him no.
Can you imagine
Listen, kids can be cute when they're
schooler?
not like covered in fluids.
True. 8 is not a middle schooler, but can you imagine a middle schooler being told, like, hey, can you write descriptions for this TV show? I don't think you could trust a middle schooler with that. No, scratch that. I would not trust middle school Silas with that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I tried to remember something. I can't remember if it was a dream or not, but I think I was talking to someone about babies. And I said, babies are just wet and loud. I don't like them. They're wet and loud. And I
Yeah.
can't remember who I was talking to, but like it might have just been a really vivid dream. This happens sometimes. I don't
I
know
mean,
if my memories are real or dreams, or if my dreams
that's
are real
real.
or memories.
That's so real. Honestly, though, like babies, they are wet and they are loud. That's the thing. Is you got to be willing to deal with that if you want one. Ugh.
Any
I
child,
don't.
there's a certain like age where they become like no longer sticky. You got like at least like
Yeah.
9 years of gross and sticky.
Yeah, no thanks. I was sticky for like 10 minutes yesterday because I had sunscreen on and I wanted to tear my skin off.
That's me when I'm in the drive-through and I have to be on drinks because then it always gets on your fingers and I get sticky like in
Yeah.
between the fingers here. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, just let me go. But yeah, this episode is definitely, I think personally, what they do with Miko in this episode, I actually like personally. I don't think everyone will like
I
it,
agree.
but I like it.
I like it. I think she was great.
It does more for her character, and it's honestly more realistic. And we will get to that. But first, explanation of what happened last episode. Basically, all you need to know about. Actually, we'll just go over the last episode. Last episode, Megatron thought it was a super cool idea to put his drugs in the warship. That went very poorly because the warship gained sentience and decided, yeah, you all suck at your jobs. Freeze. I'm doing this by myself. Starts decoding the Iacon database and it gets locations for relics, which we want. The kids basically go on to the ship, get those locations, get the Dark Energon out of the ship, and now where we're at now is both sides are going to be racing for these relics. That's what we've got. Yes, Megatron was dumb enough to put drugs in his ship. So.
Yippee. Yeah. You know, sometimes you just gotta hotbox the car.
That's the wrong kind of hotbox. Both kinds of hotboxing are bad. I think one is significantly worse in this case. Don't hotbox your cars. That's how you get hurt, by the way. Sorry, I've heard way too many.
I love a good hotbox.
Yes, but I've heard way too many EMT stories of people who legit hurt themselves hotboxing their cars.
Really?
Yeah, it's that much more.
Don't hotbox and drive. First of all,
well, I don't hotbox and drive. I'm gonna sit in my car, hotbox my car, and then
I've never.
Next,
it's the lack of ventilation that's dangerous. Think about oil painting. Oil painting is dangerous in a non-ventilated area because you're breathing in all those extra fumes.
I also didn't know that. Huh.
Yeah. It
I
has to do
have
with
never
ventilation.
hotboxed anything, and I'm content to not hotbox anything. I'm perfectly
I'm not saying
content with the high I
you
get from just
I'm
straight
not
up
saying
smoking.
like legally can't hotbox your car, but also I'm saying you probably shouldn't. Just safety reasons.
No, I don't want to hotbox my car. I like her too much. I don't want her to smell like weed.
Every time I make a decision, I try to think, if this goes wrong, do I want to tell an EMT about this? If the answer is no, skip it maybe.
That's actually
Like,
a really good way of thinking.
that's the thing, is do I want to get absolutely sloshed out of my skull in public and then have to explain that to an EMT? No. No, I don't actually.
No, absolutely not. I'll get absolutely sloshed in the comfort of my own home, thank you.
Or with at least other people.
Yes. Yes.
Are we going to have to explain to the EMT that you tased your friend just to see what would happen? Let's not.
Let's not. Let's not.
Actual story that I've heard from EMTs. People just tase their friends to see what would happen.
Yeah, maybe don't, guys. Maybe
Don't do
don't.
that, please.
Like, I get
So,
it. I would love to be tased to see what would happen, but like, also don't.
maybe in a controlled environment with people who know what they're doing,
I think it would be
if
fun.
anything.
I think it would be fun. Not even as a kink thing, just to see what would happen. I think it would be fun.
Okay, calm
I
down,
killed
AO3.
Oshi. I didn't think that was that funny. Listen, listen, listen. I can't even defend myself. There's nothing to say about that
I knew
one.
you wouldn't.
I was
Listen,
out with a friend
our AO3
yesterday and they wanted
history.
to DJ on yes, yes, it's bad. They wanted to DJ on the way home and I was like, "Sure." And I straight up gave them my phone and they were like, "You're just giving me your phone?" Like, yeah, you have access to my Tumblr. Like, you're not gonna find anything worse than that on there. Just don't scroll through my Reddit history and you'll be okay. They're like, I
Yeah.
don't think I want to look at your Reddit history. It's like, that's a good plan. It's a good plan.
That's the thing is
It was fun.
our AO3 tabs stay between us and whatever else is out there. Okay? Whatever you believe in or science. That is between me and science. That is it. Thank you.
And also occasionally Silas.
I was gonna say
I
occasionally
sent
each
you
other
fix before.
because yeah. I was gonna say occasionally we're just like, okay,
Yeah.
I made a mistake. I sent Silas a video a little while ago that was like, I might resort to reading on Wattpad, and he was just like, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
No,
Don't
go
do
into the
it.
light.
Don't. I was seriously considering it because certain people of a certain fandom are not tagging their fics like at all. I don't mean like missing important tags. I mean they're not tagging it. I talked about this with Silas, but Abby, they're not tagging anything. I mean, I get like names of characters and sometimes that's it. Like honestly, sometimes it's just like, here's a cryptic ass fic. Do you want to try? I'm like, am I gonna be jump scared by something I don't want?
The untagged water sports no one wants to read.
Nope. No. Get that shit out of here.
Water sports. Guys, I fear I forgot I did actually have stuff I had to do today, so I'm not gonna be able to finish the podcast. I'm so
That's okay.
You guys,
Don't
I'm
worry
so
about it.
sorry. I genuinely thought I was good, and then I got a message, and I was like, "Fuck."
It is okay.
Me too, dude.
We
Me
enjoy the
too.
time we have together.
Maccadam's comm link. I bid you farewell. Love y'all.
Goodbye.
I
That's so me though. The times where I'm like, oh shit, I have stuff to do.
oh shit, I had to do that. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Dude. I think the
my
worst
computer
the
keeps
worst
glitching.
offender of not tagging. Listen to me out there. Tag major Character death. Tag it. I swear to God. I swear to God. Tag it. I don't care if you put it in the description. Tag it. Tag it now. Do it.
I've never had this problem. Never encountered this problem.
Oh,
Do you
it's
like
not a
my
fun
aggressive
problem to
spitting?
have. I do. I do like your spit. But no, do you know how many times where like I'm looking through tags, I'm like, okay, whatever. I get to the description and it says like these things after like character has died. And I think some people think that if you don't put the actual like active death of the character in there, you don't have to put like character death, even major like I don't care if you don't put major character death, just put like character death. I think they assume that like, oh, well, if it's already happened and it's after the fact, then I don't have to put it. I'm like, that's not why. That's not the reason.
No, you
That's not
still
the
you still
reason.
have to do it. You still have to
You
do it.
still do it because it's still upsetting. Thank you. Like, all right.
This semester I
Actual
have visuals and
episode.
staging.
Ooh,
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, let's do that.
How fun. All right. We're trying to get the relics. They've decided that best way to do this is to split into teams to get to like try to get all the relics at once. Because in this case, quicker is better than a stronger task force. We need to be in multiple places because we don't know what relics are where. If we just focus on one, we
Correct.
might end up, putting all our effort into getting the pen or while they've already dug up like
Right.
an atom bomb. Like we need to be smart about this.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine you're digging up an ancient
Quantity
relic and they're
or
just like
speed over
a
strength.
pen. Exactly.
This fancy pen versus literal bomb.
Literal. I would like to quickly take a mini detour. The time that the US developed the space pen. Fun fact.
Oh, I feel
Normal
like I've heard about this.
Yes. Fun fact. Normal pens won't work in the International Space Station because they will just not useful.
Right.
So the US then spends a lot of money to develop a space pen, a pen that will work in zero gravity without exploding. Do you want to know what every other country that goes to the International Space Station uses? A fucking
Pencils.
pencil.
Yeah. Yeah.
If that is
Yeah,
not
that explains
a
America pretty
perfect,
well.
I was about to say, if that does not perfectly encapsulate the way that the US mentality is, I don't know what will. Ah, yes, spend a lot of money to make a space pen when you could just use a pencil. Consumerism at its finest, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, yeah. Who doesn't love like unnecessary spending?
Oh, do you
My
know how
life's flickering
many
and it's making me want to die.
do you know how many videos I watch nowadays of people basically going through overconsumption videos and going like, "Hey, so this is bullshit." Like it makes me feel so much more connected to reality nowadays.
I am a shadow, except for my shark.
I am the night. I'm Batman. Okay.
Justice
Um
for Gotham.
Forgatha. I know that Batman is a serious character, but also anytime that someone like mentions Batman, brain will immediately go Forgatha.
Yes.
Like
I see way too
he's-
much Batfam shit on my Tumblr,
it's good.
and it's because of my one beloved mutual. And also, I don't know anything about the Batfam. Please get off of my dash.
uh, I'm definitely having fun on my Tumblr right now. I don't know if you've seen
My
anything
Tumblr is
recently,
just
but
full of
I am
Project
just
Hail Mary stuff, which I haven't seen.
real. I've had several people tell me that I should, but also I'm worried that it will cause an existential crisis about sun explosion and things like that. So I'm not particularly interested in that. So I don't know. Okay. So the bots are splitting into teams. The cons are doing the exact same thing. Everyone's trying to get all of the relics at once. So with the cons, while they're explaining, like, yes, these tasks, these task forces, this will be great. First one is going to be knockout and mining bots, right? Knockout is confident and strutting in as big as you please, right? I've totally got this. I'm ready to recreate my success. Megatron is having none of that.
Bro is prancing around and preening like a gay little bird, and Megatron is like, shut the fuck up.
Literally just like, shut up and do your job. That's why you're here. God. Megatron brings up that now that Breakdown is gone, you kind of need some backup. So now you get to deal with Insecticon, which Knockout is obviously so very thrilled by.
Knockout's like, oh yay. Can we also acknowledge, I did not realize how short Knockout is until Megatron was in his face and so much taller than him, and then the Insecticon came up and Knockout was just like little baby. He's a tiny man. He's a tiny man.
He is. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's shorter than Ratchet, actually. I'm gonna check that, actually. Because I'm pretty sure.
It just confirms my Ratchet and Knockout shit. I think it should be a thing.
Hang on. I'm checking something real quick. I will be right with you. I think he is. I think he is shorter. 90% sure. I have to see them on like the same, like he's always standing further back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Need to be on the same ground. Okay, they're about the same height. Knockout might be like an inch taller, barely, but that's about it. Either way, Knockout is short, but
yay. Yay.
Wee. Yay. So the first location is in New York City. Where in New York City? We don't really know. Just New York City, I guess.
Just in New York City.
Just in New York City. RC and B are going to go to New York because they are small. Probably easier to deal with in somewhere as busy as New York.
Yes. Although we didn't see a single other person other than this one guy. Which was very strange, but all right.
There's traffic, but you're right. There was like no foot traffic, which was weird. So they're pretty sure that that the cons are gonna access the relic through the subway tunnels because it's the easiest way to not draw attention to themselves, and then they're able to just drop a force and go to the next location. And B and RC are most likely going to fit in said tunnels, so that works out.
Right.
Jack points out, though, how many people there are in New York City. We don't see these people, as Silas said, but they're apparently there.
These mystery phantom people.
Mystery phantom people. And he points out that, like, hey, you're probably going to need a face man. Basically, someone to just, in case something goes wrong, we can speak on their behalf, make something up, you know?
Right.
And in this episode, we get to witness Miko's jealousy, and I think it makes so much sense for her, and it does a lot for her character. I know that for a lot of people, this would be like another reason to not like her, but I think it makes it more realistic. Her reasoning, I think, not that like it's reasonable, I would say, but like not even that it's not reasonable. Like it makes sense. This is how I would expect someone to react. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is I think
and
it's not. I would react the same way.
Correct. And it's not over the top either. Miko's not like
Yeah.
freaking out or yelling at Jack or being angry. She's just like, hey, I'm here too. And I can also do these
Yeah.
awesome things. Please let me do them. And Jack is like, you're
Please let me
totally
do
right, bro. Let's go together.
that. I mean, she does put it in more
I'm
of
moving
a
to the
like.
bed. I want to lay down.
I will say, she does put it in a bit of like in a realistic way. She really.
Right.
I wrote specifically that I have been this person. I'm not super proud of it, but I have of thinking that like I'm an expert of something, referencing like to anyone else, like I have this experience, so I know these things about this and yada yada yada. Um,
Right.
like in my head, making it seem like I know what I'm doing. Like I would not do that nowadays with, I'll give an example of tech. Just because I have been in tech
Right.
does not mean that I know anything about the soundboard, because that was not my job. I'm not going to pretend like I know the soundboard or like I could figure out the soundboard easily, because I know it's difficult and I'm not dealing with
Yeah.
that.
Fair.
So I think it makes sense, especially considering that Miko is 16. Let's remember that, everybody. Miko is a child.
Yeah.
When children act childish, it's almost like they're children.
It's
Crazy,
well,
crazy thing, guys.
crazy idea. Crazy
Crazy.
idea.
God,
Children are childish sometimes.
crazy, crazy concept. Never heard of that before.
Nope.
So Miko is saying like, well, I should also go because I actually grew up in a big city and I actually know what I'm doing. Jack has never left frickin' Nevada. And I'm like, okay, to be fair, yes, but also just because he hasn't left this area does not mean that he doesn't know anything. Two things can be true,
Correct.
Miko.
Sometimes
But
more than
also,
two. Sometimes many things can be true.
exactly. Oh my gosh,
Sorry, that
nuance.
wasn't a funny joke.
No, you're fine.
Oh my god.
Huh.
Nuance.
I have heard
Sometimes
someone
people aren't evil for making the choices they make. What?
crazy.
That was
Someone
targeted.
on someone on YouTube, Funky Frog Bait, called nuance the internet's kryptonite, and I think about that all the time.
Yes. Yes, that is very accurate.
Because your opinions can be complex. Weird.
Yes. Yes, they can. Fictional characters are not real people. They're not.
That too.
They're not real
That too.
people.
That is
You can
also
do stuff to
important.
them. You can fuck them up. I'm not saying like, oh, like incestuous or
Don't be gross.
rape things are okay. I'm just
No.
saying you can make that guy suffer. And also, people are allowed to have headcanons that you don't agree with. Bakugo Katsuki can be abused, okay? That's allowed. That
People
doesn't mean he was
can
right for being an
imagine what they
asshole.
want. Exactly. That's the,
Like, oh,
I
you're
think,
excusing this terrible thing. No, I'm
yeah.
not. I'm not. He was a bad guy. But also,
Yeah.
there were things.
It makes sense to want to put an explanation for something into a character, because
Right.
99% of the time, someone like Bakugo doesn't just act like that out of nowhere just because.
Right.
That
Like,
almost never happens. There's always
it's almost
something
like,
else going on.
right. It's almost like people have reasons for doing things and acting the way that they do.
It
Even if
doesn't
those
make them good
reasons are
reasons.
shit, there's
That's, yes,
still reasons.
exactly. Does Lex Luthor have reasons for why he hates Superman and supers in general? Yes. Does the way he go about it still suck? Yes. He can be worried about the idea of supers taking over the world and suddenly deciding that they have, like, suddenly realizing they have the power to rule humanity, and still suck for killing innocent people in trying to kill Superman.
Correct.
So
Very true. Very true. Very true.
the internet is complex, guys. You don't have to be the kid in the sandbox going, you can't play pretend like that. Like, what are we doing? What are we
No.
doing?
No. It's very silly sometimes. Sometimes I just have to be off of Tumblr because I just can't.
Yep.
These are my Blorbos. Let me play with them how I want.
That's the thing. Like, it legitimately feels like some kid is sitting in your sandbox going, like, that's not how you do that. Okay.
Get out of
I
my
don't care, Jimmy.
dollhouse.
Right. Get out of
These
my
are my
sandbox, Sarah.
dolls.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you don't have to be here. Anyways, after that fun tangent, there is a question that I would like to present. Miko, like, it says, like, you've never left Jasper, Nevada. Jack's like, I've been to Cybertron. And she's immediately like, Cybertron doesn't have subways. Does it? Good question, Miko. Does Cybertron have subways? If
That
we're
is an
talking
excellent
about
question.
if we're talking about Transformers 1, yes, explicitly there is a metro subway type system. So short answer, yes. Long answer, I think it depends on the franchise, but honestly, usually
Long
trains
answer,
exist.
yes-ish.
Yes-ish. Because, like, trains exist on Cybertron, but they're usually people who turn into trains.
Right.
Astro Train, most creative name I guess you could come up with, is Surprise a
There's got to be
Train.
some big people.
That's the
All I
thing,
want to
is there
do
is a
is see
thing
you turn
called
into a giant
a
woman.
giant but there's a thing called city formers. A lot of major cities on Cybertron are actually very large Cybertronians that choose to stay a city, basically.
What if one day they decide to just not be a city anymore? How many people would die?
So that gets complicated,
That's not a
honestly,
question that needs
because
answered.
no.
I'm just being silly, but
Well, the thing is, they're technically dormant, so like a lot of the time they're not fully awake, if that makes sense. Um,
hardcore spacing out. Let's take a 4,000 year long nap, see what happens.
I mean, essentially, is what that is most of the time.
Yes.
One of these very large Cybertrobians has a very funny name. His name is Omega Supreme.
Good for him. Oh, wait.
It'll be like, good for him. Wait a second.
You know, good
Do we
for
need to
him.
talk about what that name implies, honestly?
No, I don't think we
We're
do.
good. But
I think we get it.
after
I
Miko's
think if you
insightful
don't get it, that's
question,
good.
it's a good thing, yes. After Miko's very insightful question, Optimus is like, actually, Fowler is our best is our best choice for this because he is an adult and also has adult life experience and mission experience. Fair enough. However, problem.
This man is not well.
This man is not well. We pan over to Fowler, who is just laying on a medical bed, throws his arm up and yells, "Banana fish!" and just lays there again.
Yeah, he's high. He's high as shit.
I mean, yeah. I forgot that Banana Fish was also a manga. It sounded familiar,
Yes.
and that is why.
Yes, it's an anime. And I saw
An
it a
anime.
long time ago and cried, and I haven't rewatched it because it's really
Did
sad.
confirmed Fowler watches anime? Question mark.
Yeah, Banana Fish is a sad like tragic gay anime. Like like Like, they
Uh,
don't get to be together, and I think one of them dies. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
confirmed Fowler watches Yowie? Question mark.
He would. He'd be like,
Oh.
damn, I want to get dick down like that.
Sexual
What else?
awakening by
Like, what?
banana fish? That would be sad, honestly. It'd be really
That would
sad.
be really sad. That would be really sad. I hope
Oh,
your sexual awakening is not banana fish.
there's gonna be one person watching this who's like, actually,
Actually, I don't think our audience is
actually,
big enough for us to reach the one person.
I mean, I would hope not, but also we're
But
getting a
also our
lot closer.
demographic.
That's the is our demographic. And two, we're getting a lot closer to 1,000 downloads on Red Circle. So we've had an influx of people. So there could be that one
Damn.
person out there. Which, like, if that's you, I don't know what to say. Honestly, like, not in a I'm judging you, but in like I'm kind of sorry.
I'm a concerned, and also do you want to unpack your childhood trauma with me? Because I think that would be fun.
Do we want to
Listen,
unpack
I
that?
have a really fun time. I have a really fun time psychoanalyzing people. And so, if
Fair.
your sexual awakening is banana fish, there's something going on in there that I need to know about.
I mean, I would like to point this is okay, this is really funny to me at least. For those of you out there who have watched Jaden Animation's video called I'm Not Straight, which is just a video of her explaining how she's Arrow Ace, I would like to note that I watched that video, related to it, and then went, huh, well, that's just a
This
coincidence.
couldn't be
And did
me.
not, this couldn't be me. I did not realize that this was me until like a year or two after watching that video. I wish I was joking.
Oh shit, I really hate to break it to you, but you were the last person to know that you were queer. Everyone
I
else
know.
knew.
That's the thing is, I every time I would be like, "Hey guys, I think that like something is different." The everyone else around me was always like, "Yeah, we know."
Yeah, we
Like
know.
I think before any of the arrows thing was even a possibility, I remember this day specifically because this was hilarious. We were hanging out. It was you
Mhm.
and I think maybe um and we were talking about something. I don't know. I was like, I don't know. I think I might be bi. And they were like, "Oh, have you told your parents?" I'm like, "I don't really care to." But also like no one was like surprised at all that that was something I was considering. They're like, "I mean, there's
Yeah.
something going on. I don't know what it is, but it's something."
There's something weird about that one over there, but I can't put my finger on it.
I can't put my finger on it. I think people were less surprised about the gender fuckery thing, especially just like, yeah,
Yes.
and like, did you
Yes.
look at yourself through the
Yeah.
entirety of middle school? Were
Yeah,
you
you
paying
were wearing
attention?
like men's thrift store button ups. I don't know what was happening there, but
Okay, it
that
was
was
not
not a
button
woman
up.
that we
Wait,
were
was I
looking
wearing
at.
button ups? Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know what I was wearing. I know I was
There was
wearing the same hoodie every day, but that's all I remember. I was wearing the same
there
hoodie and
was that.
sweatpants like all the time.
There was also like there was some type of like Hawaiian shirt thing going on, but not like the, stereotypical like, oh, your Hawaiian shirt, but like the queer Hawaiian. Like, you know what I mean? Am I making any sense, or am I just spewing
I'm trying to
nonsense?
think of like what I was wearing at that point that
I
would
might have made
fall
that up
under
in my
queer
head
Hawaiian.
also.
Well, no, because I was wearing a lot of button-up shirts when I was going to J. So it's possible you saw photos of then,
It is
because that was the
possible.
dress code.
I think
And I
once
was
when
wearing weird
you
shirts, but I probably also
I
wore
think
a
there
weird Hawaiian shirt at least once in middle school. Like I'm not discounting what you're saying because that probably
yeah.
I'll have to
I
ask
think there
my
was
mother.
once when you were visiting PA, and
True.
it w- we were hanging out, and I was like, "That's a gay shirt you're wearing right now.
Probably.
You're being very gay right now." But
Yeah,
again,
there
it
was
could have been a dream. I
it
could have
could have
had a
been a
dream about
dream.
that.
Could have been a dream. Um, no, but the way I was dressing, I've seen old photos, like especially on my mom's social media, where I'm like, how did no one figure this out sooner? Like,
We did. We did.
yeah, like you guys did. I meant more of like family, but yes, you guys
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
clocked that. Fowler, banana fish. Let's go. Okay. So
Yes. Yes.
Ratchet is like, yeah, he's not ready for a mission right now. He cannot go anywhere.
No.
He's staying
Bro
right here.
is fucked up in the head.
Exactly. As much as Optimus hates sending kids on missions, they need to be here. Okay. I would like to
Yep.
make everyone a little bit sad. Are you ready?
Yay. I'm ready.
I think part of the reason that Optimus hates sending the kids on missions is because of Bumblebee. Because Bumblebee, being a kid at some
Yeah.
point, whatever you define as a kid, got his voice box torn out on a mission. How was your day? I think I just made it worse
you
just a
know,
little.
it's crazy. I knew you were gonna say that.
The reason
Yeah. Yeah.
why. Hooray! Also, it doesn't
Hooray.
help that
You looked
Bumblebee is
so much
basically
like
Optimus
Tendo when
Prime's
you did
son.
that. Yes. I hope you know, like in my head you are like there's a version of Tendo that lives in you in my head. Like Oshi in my head is creature plus Tendo.
Sure, plus no. I mean, yes. There was a point in time where like this was an unconscious like dancing stim that I would do because of Tendo.
Yes. Yes.
Legitimately.
I have his song in my head all the time.
Real.
Smash it to pieces. Smash what? Their heart until it ceases. So it can't be fixed with adhesives. Take it away. It's terrible. That's terrible.
The way I just realized that my personality can best be described as 50% Tendo and 50% Ushijima is I don't know how to feel about that actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
I'm sorry, but you are their child. You are their
I
child.
am
I yeah.
I am the Ushiten child. We.
Maybe that's why I like reading Ushiten fics so much, despite not really like being that invested in either one of them.
Or it's just because it's ADHD autism.
Or that. Or that. Or
But
it's
yeah,
just
there's your
because
sad for the
a
day.
commonly misunderstood character actually gets loved for once.
True, 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 true,
We're
true,
not
true.
gonna unpack
Love
that
that.
actually.
Sure, we won't. Not today.
Not today, Bucky Barnes looming over my shoulder.
Listen, if we took the time to go through what some of my favorite characters are, we would find things out about me that are something. They're definitely
Yeah,
something.
yeah. The psychic damage would be devastating.
Yeah. That's
It's a really
honestly,
good thing.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's a really good thing we don't post the videos of these because I fully like just have my feet up here. I don't. You're not getting those
That's
without
yeah.
paying for them.
Yeah. For free? No.
For free, feet pics for free.
For free? No, if we actually had the videos for this, it would turn into, hey, watch me stim for 2 hours.
Yes,
I just
yes.
keep things on my desk. This is a stress
Watch
rugby ball
Silas real.
and
I
a
told my
rubber
mom
nut.
you played rugby the other day, and actually this was really funny. And then we'll get back to the
Mhm.
episode, but this is really funny.
Yes.
We were in the car somewhere, and it was me, my mom, my dad, and Ezra, right? And I was like, "Oh, mom, did you know Oshi plays rugby?" And mom was like, "I didn't, but like that's not super surprising, like considering." who she is or whatever. And I was like, yeah, they're pretty cool. And my mom was like, wait, they she what's going on? And I was like, yeah, whatever you feel like. And my mom was like, wait, but like, what are Oshi's pronouns? And I'm like,
Yes.
yes, any,
Yes,
all of
and
them, whatever you want. And my mom was like, okay. And then she was like, so like, what's Oshi's gender? And I'm like, whatever you feel like at the time.
Yeah, just
And
about
my mom's like, what I feel like or whatever Oshi feels like. And Ezra and I are
both.
like, yeah, yes, good job. You did it.
Both. The answer is usually both.
Yes. The answer is
Whatever.
usually both.
Whatever the situation calls
Anyways,
for.
that was a funny. Oshi's pronouns are whatever's funniest at the time. I think I did
No,
actually say that.
literally. No, literally. We
Whatever's
have said
funniest
that
at the
before.
time.
Whatever's my gender is whatever's best for the bit.
Really.
Oh. Okay, yes. Here we go. Okay.
We
Okay.
can do it.
So RC, Bumblebee, Jack, Miko. They go through the bridge. We're in New York. They come out through an alley for some reason, but I guess that's discreet. But then Jack, he goes to start crossing a road and then just stops. I don't know if he stops in the middle of a sidewalk, in the middle of a road, but like, why did you stop? Just
Bro, he doesn't know what's going on. He's a little overwhelmed.
he's just looking everywhere. Like, what the fuck is that? It's a building.
That's a
It's a very
building,
tall
Jack.
building.
Good job.
Like,
You
I
did
know
it.
you live in a small town, but like, yes, very tall building. We have things to do, Jack. Come on.
Get it together, Jack.
Not the time. And they're trying to figure out like how are we gonna get underground. Jack says what I think is very funny. He's like, well, it's not like we can jump the turnstiles and hope no one notices. I'm like, honestly, you probably could. Like,
It's New York City, buddy. You kind of can do that.
there's that, and also like even in reference to like the bots, I'm pretty sure people would just be like, yeah, whatever, not the weirdest thing that's I've seen today.
Yeah, like it's New York. You can literally do whatever you want. This is why I like going to school in the city
Exactly.
because I can just walk around and no one will care because people just do that.
Yeah. That's the is if you're where we were, small town, you're like walking around. It's like, oh, what are you doing? Like, do you have a place you're going? It's like, not just walking. It's like, are you good?
Yeah. I feel judged. I feel
I
very
feel
judged.
judged. Exactly. Or you'll run into someone that like you haven't seen in a while and you don't really want to have the conversation, but I guess we're here now.
Hi, you sort of vaguely know my mother. That's great.
Hooray. Let's see. So the way that the better way that they've decided to get into the tunnels is to walk into a construction site of a tunnel because that's less suspicious, I guess.
I guess. But also, there's
Still not
strangely
the weirdest
nobody
thing,
around.
but whatever. Yes, there's no one around. Like there's car traffic, but there's no foot traffic, which would not be as weird if you were in Arizona because no one walks here because that's how you die. However,
Right.
New York, specifically, they tell people don't bother buying a car. The driving sucks. You're going to get places faster
Just
on foot at this point.
walk. Yes.
So there are usually a lot of people walking. There's a lot of foot traffic. Where is everyone?
They are dead. They're
I
dead.
guess. This is a post Marvel movie, New York, I guess.
Yes. Post blip New York, actually.
Post blip New York. But again, I don't think anyone's gonna care if they walk into this construction. So I get there's so much weirder shit going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fun.
Like low key, I think the bots could walk around and people would be like, yo, that's cool, and just move on.
Right. It'd be like, oh, that's an interesting street performer. Anyways, I'm gonna move on with my day.
Right. I got shit to do. I got places to be.
Exactly. Another fun fact for today. Uh there are more bites from New Yorkers every year than from sharks in the US. New Yorkers bite more people than
Human bites
sharks
are
every year.
dangerous. You got to be
Yes,
careful with
they are.
those.
If someone bites you and it breaks skin, please go to at least an urgent care, if not the ER.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That can be very dangerous. I heard someone,
Yippee.
was it? It was Let Me Explain Studios, who was like, apparently we have Komodo dragon mouths. And then immediately, like 5 seconds later, goes, kind of makes you rethink kissing.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Here,
in
let's
the tunnels,
exchange mouth germs.
let's exchange mouth germs. Okay, so we're in the
In the
tunnels
tunnel.
and we're walking. And B gets to learn a valuable lesson about a third rail system. So, a third rail system for a subway, a metro, a train, whatever, what have you, is just one of the rails. Sometimes the third one, hence third rail system, but sometimes not, is the one that carries the electricity for the train. So the train keeps going. Hooray.
Yeah.
Because if we don't have trolleys or cables on top of the train, it's not going anywhere. So, electricity on the bottom. This does mean that specifically third rail systems are extremely dangerous because of the voltage that they need um, in order to keep the train going. Some systems will have that the electricity is basically kind of like triggered by the train like putting weight on the rail, if that makes sense. I don't know how that works because science stuff that I don't quite understand yet. But this
I don't know
way,
how any of it
uh,
works.
this way, basically, the third rail is very electrified and can be a danger. So when B almost steps on it, Jack is like, stop, please, don't die.
Please do not electrocute yourself. That would be bad.
That would be
Don't
bad.
stick a fork in an outlet.
I did know a person, actually, I know several people who have gotten electrocuted. Um, Particularly, there's this one guy that I knew. Funnily enough, it's his best friend's older brother. He was a character. I'll tell you more about him another time, but he was definitely a character. He fairly often he worked like tech and sort of just maintenance stuff at a church nearby.
Mhm.
And apparently their electrical system was a little old. Basically, it was not an uncommon occurrence for him to come in on Monday and be like, "Yeah, I got electrocuted at work again." We're like,
Yeah. Yeah, that can
"Are
happen if
you
things aren't
okay?"
grounded properly.
Yeah, it's like,
That's
okay. He's like,
good.
"Yeah, I'm fine. I don't trust you, but okay."
Electricity will always take the quickest path to the ground. Make sure it's not through you.
Exactly. You are a suit of salt and water, which electricity loves. It loves that shit.
It loves. Yes.
So, also with the third rail system, I found out specifically I can narrow down where they are in New York City because of this third railway system. Specifically, according to research, uh, the Hudson and Harlem areas use the third rail system. So we're in somewhere in those areas, apparently. I guess.
Yay.
Do I know anything about those areas? No. One has a
No.
river and one has the Harlem Renaissance. That's all I got for you guys. Like, that's all I got.
Yes.
River and music.
Knowledge
That's
based
all I
on
know.
the name. River and music.
River and music. So Jack's like, "Hey, whoa, careful," explains why. And Miko immediately is like, "You probably learned that on TV or something." Like, really wanting to maintain this thing of like, "I know the big city things, and you are this small town guy."
You're the sad little country boy. I know everything.
I know the city things, which, like, to be fair, if you went to swap small town person and city person, there would definitely be some getting used to.
Yes. Yes.
Can confirm. I would feel decently comfortable walking around town in the dark. I have almost no issues with
Yes.
that. Here,
Yes.
I had to walk maybe 10, 15 minutes home from work one night because my car wasn't behaving. It was 11 p.m. I was about to, like, my heart was about to fall out of my asshole. Like, I was dying.
Yes.
Terrifying.
It's always fun walking in the dark. I think it's fun.
What are you gonna do? Run into an Amish person?
Yeah, accurate. Cops aren't gonna pull me over. Every single block smells like weed. They're not catching me.
How do you know that was me?
No, officer. I that's just how the city smells. I'm not high.
I was just crying. That's why my eyes are red.
uh, I don't smoke by myself. Not when I'm at school.
Not when I'm at
At
school.
home I do. Just because I don't have to. Like, I got
Yeah.
friends that smoke. At home, I don't have any friends that smoke.
So, the Decepticons are digging, and Knockout is not having a good day. It's humid down here. It's gross, and he has an Insecticon hovering over his shoulder all the time. So,
Correct.
not the best day.
No. Poor guy.
I love that he's just like, the humidity is gonna corrode my undercarriage. I'm like, okay, chill.
I don't think the humidity is gonna corrode your dick, my guy. That's all I could think of when he said undercarriage. I'm like, why are you talking
Fair
about
enough.
your penis like that?
RC is trying to figure out like where they need to go because they can track the signal and location, but these tunnels are a little confusing because they don't exactly have a map on them.
Right. And they can't go in a straight line because tunnel.
Because tunnel. They hear drilling noises, and Miko's like, "Ah, sweet, it's coming from that way. That must be the con." She just goes for it. Just starts running towards. Jack's like, "Oh, fuck."
Looks like Miko,
Very
not
much like
again.
that's the thing is Jack is very much the epitome of not my circus, not my monkeys. Ah, fuck. That's my circus and it's my monkeys.
Not my circus, but I would know my monkeys anywhere, and it's Casbreaker.
Surprise, surprise, it's not the Decepticons, it's some guy.
Yeah. Just a random dude. Just alone,
Just
like
a dude.
random construction worker hanging out by himself. I don't even think he's a construction worker.
That's the thing is, I don't know what he does.
You know, maybe he's just a phantom. Also, thing about this guy, he's voiced by the same person who voices Jake the dog in fuck, Adventure Time. I couldn't fucking take this guy seriously because I'm just like, that man is
That's
a dog.
fair.
That man is a small yellow dog that stands on two legs. There's no like, that's not a person. That's not a guy. Yeah. It was terrible to hear that. It was terrible.
So he mentions later that the train he has is called a sweeper train, which makes
Mhm.
no sense because one, a sweeper train is like a type of ride at Disney World, apparently.
Oh, great.
Two, it could be referencing to something that keeps snow and ice off of tracks, but this is an underground track and it's
Correct.
definitely not snowing. So I don't know what a sweeper train is in this case.
I think that guy's a ghost. I'm gonna be so honest
I
with you. I don't
think
think that's a real person or a real thing at all. That's just a man role playing as a more important man.
true. That would be very funny. Yeah, there's nothing like I can't find anything of like what a sweeper train is other than Disneyland.
Disneyland can suck my dick. And they best pay me for the experience.
See, even the wiki doesn't, even the Transformers wiki has no idea. It's just like Vogel has a sweeper train that he uses to travel through New York. The guy's name is Vogel, by the way.
He definitely stole that thing and has no idea what it is. And it's just like hiding out, riding around,
That would be hilarious,
doing
actually.
whatever. That would be hilarious.
I would like to know, why is Vogel using a megaphone to talk to them? They're like 30 feet away from him.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's yelling distance, my guy. In an underground tunnel that echoes, yeah. You don't
and you're
gotta be
not
doing
with
all that.
anyone else. He's by himself.
Correct.
Why do you
This
have a
just
megaphone?
furthers my evidence. This just furthers
Yeah,
my evidence.
bro stole
He's
the
sad
train.
and alone, neglected by society, and he just stole a train. He's just there. You want me to believe those brake lines just magically disappeared? Nah. Nah, my guy stole an
I
old
think
train.
I was gonna say he could have just taken like an out of commission train. That'd be funny.
Yeah, yeah. Also, well, we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later.
Yeah. So to get out of this, Miko pulls the field trip excuse. We were on a field trip and we got lost. A field trip to where? The tunnels?
The tunnels. Yeah, yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, people from New York, but I don't think the subway tunnels are a common field trip for children.
No, no, I don't think
Something
they
tells me that's a
are.
bad idea. This is coming
Yes.
from people who grew up in rural Pennsylvania who had some weird field trips because there's nothing else to do, but
Yeah, I don't think watching Timmy get splattered in the New York subway is a good field trip
yeah.
experience.
To be fair, we went on a field trip to an Amish farm and they took us to their like church area and we looked at a coffin. So like I can't say that ours were any less weird.
I don't remember that at all, but I believe you.
That's totally fair. I remember specifically we went on a field trip to an Amish farm and like trying to explain that to people is really funny. Like
I don't remember the Amish farm. I know we went on a field trip to like a really old schoolhouse. I remember
that might have
that.
been the Amish farm or that might have been Washington or Philly.
I feel like I feel like maybe it was the Amish farm. I
Probably.
feel like that 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 feels right in my soul.
That would make the most sense. But yeah, our
Yes.
field trips were interesting. It was either we're gonna drive several hours, or I don't know, here's this weird thing that we're going to. Not that like an Amish farm is weird.
We're
When I say
gonna
weird thing, I mean the ones that were like, we're gonna drive to a park and that's it.
yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna go down the street and take you to a cave.
I literally, that's not a joke. We
Here,
went to a cave.
We did go on a field trip to a cave. That is a thing that
That's like
happened.
that's one of two, like, I guess, tourist attractions that our area had. It was Hershey and it was Indian Echo Caverns.
And it was cave.
Cave.
Actually, I went fairly recently with Eric. That was it. That was interesting.
To the cave.
To the
The funny
cave.
thing, the thing about the cave is they find structures of rocks that kind of look vaguely like something, and they're gonna make random stories about it. There's like one about a
Yes.
dragon for some reason, like just fully lying to
Yeah.
kids for the
Yeah.
sake
It's
of
just a
money,
fucking
which
rock,
fair.
bro.
It's a rock.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's like, we were on a field
I
trip
mean, don't
and
get me
we
wrong.
got
Rocks can be
lost.
really cool.
Rocks can be very cool.
Jack wanted. What did she say? Like Leonard wanted to look for fossils down
That's
here.
okay. I want to talk about that. She's like, this guy wanted to look for fossils. She calls him Leonard. I was like, you did him so fucking dirty, Leonard. Like,
Yeah.
no offense
Really? Couldn't
if your
it
name
like?
is Leonard, but that is kind of like
No,
the
full offense
equivalent.
if your name is Leonard. What the fuck were your parents thinking? Full offense. Like you got Leo, I guess. But like Leonard?
Leonard,
Really?
like, it's it's a choice, especially now that like a majority of people when they hear Leonard will now think of Big Bang Theory, so there's also that problem. It's why people
There's
don't
also
name
that
their kid
problem.
Sheldon.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
So Vogel's just like, yo, you want to come ride in this train? And they're like, sure, this is completely safe.
We're gonna go with
This
this
is a safe
random
thing to do.
guy. There's no other people around.
While
Let's get
they're
in this
on the
stranger's
train,
car.
let's get in this stranger's train, man. And as they're going down, he starts talking about the history of the tunnels. He's like, this part was added in the 30s as a part of a public service project. And I'm assuming that he is making a New Deal reference, like Roosevelt's New Deal, but also I won't say anything
Could not tell ya.
definitive. Huh?
My knowledge of US history is really terrible considering the fact that I live in the US. I'm just really bad at history, guys.
Long story short, depression. Roosevelt comes in and says, we need more jobs. He makes more jobs. Hooray. That's the long and short of it.
Yippee. Yay.
Mostly short of it.
Yes.
But honestly, like,
I
I
feel
would be
like there was a
interested in this
Doctor Who episode
information.
about that.
Probably.
A lot
I
of
know
my
I would
US
find,
history knowledge comes from Doctor Who, which is
and that's
probably really
okay.
bad.
I mean, there are worse places to
Is
get
it?
your US history information from.
That's true.
You could be getting it from Hitalia.
That's true. The
I
other
don't
day,
trust a lot of
I was at a
information I get from
party.
Hitalia.
Yes. And someone was like, it was Michelangelo who painted The Last Supper, right? No, yeah,
No,
yeah, no, it
no,
wasn't. And
no.
I was like,
That was Da Vinci.
no, that was Da Vinci. And they were like, wait, then who painted The Last Supper? And I was like, Da Vinci. And they're like, what? Really? And I'm like, yeah, I
The
went
most
to an art
famous
school,
Last
guys.
Supper?
We studied
Yes.
we studied The Last Supper. Actually, I do know this. I do know
That's the thing.
this.
Like, if we're talking the most famous Last Supper, yeah, Da Vinci. But guess what? A lot of people painted the Last Supper. Because, crazy thing, guys, a lot of
Yes,
people paint the same biblical stories. It's crazy.
correct,
So crazy.
correct. They were talking about the famous one.
Yeah, I figured. But, like, the whole, like, Michelangelo did that. No,
No,
Michelangelo was the petulant child going, no, I don't want to work on the things you're paying me for. Also known as the Sistine Chapel. Da Vinci was the gay one who wanted to work on everything. He wanted to do everything.
Yes. Yes. Da Vinci said, "Oh, I get to paint 13 men? Bet."
Bet. Michelangelo, I have to paint more than one person? Bah! Damn
Yes.
it!
Honestly, same. Same. Me too, buddy.
Me too. So he's giving them info, and then he starts going on like, and then there's the rumors about snakes and gators and mole men, which mole men, guys,
No, man.
really?
Really? Like, why is this
We
a
have to
thing?
we have to further make people scared of homeless people. Like come on, put it down.
Let's not.
Stop.
Let's not.
Let's not. That's the
We
thing.
don't need to do
Jack then
that.
goes like, Jack Benchy's like, well, isn't that just people who have nowhere else to go? Love that the show can't say homeless or unhoused.
Unhoused
So
is fucking stupid. Sorry. I have opinions about the term unhoused versus homeless. I have opinions.
it's fair. I don't know. I know that like societally we have this like negative connotation with the word homeless, but also that's a very big societal thing of like why? Why do you have such an issue with the word homeless? It describes someone. That's it. It describes a situation that
It
someone
is
is
an
in.
accurate description of this situation. Correct. Like, it's not offensive to call someone homeless if they're actually homeless. That's just what they are.
Yeah,
It's not offensive to call someone an asshole if they're an asshole. If they're a good person and you call them an asshole, that's mean.
they're an
That's just
asshole
my
and you call them
personal
an asshole.
opinion, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just you're just naming them.
Yeah.
That's like
But like
looking at a pen
the
and saying
fact
that's a pen.
Yep. I think that it's interesting though that the show chose specifically to word it as people who have nowhere else to go instead of just homeless. Like, I don't know. It's
Yeah,
it's a choice. I don't know if I approve of that choice, but it's
it
a
is a
choice.
choice.
Um,
We can't tell the children that there are people without homes because then they would be sad.
I guess, or they're gonna ask their parents questions. Oh no,
Or that.
how terrible!
Child asking questions. We can't have that.
Can't have that.
Being curious about the world we live in, terrible.
Terrible. Uh, the kids very quickly realize, oh, this is a tinfoil hat man. Okay, all right, because he believes that the mole men are aliens.
Yeah, yeah, this guy's got something going on.
He's like, that's what the media wants you to think. I'm like, okay, buddy, all right.
Sure, buddy. Whatever you
Sure.
say.
It's like Area 51's got nothing on this place. I'm like, all right, cool. You're that guy. Awesome. Love that for you.
Yeah.
um,
Okay, Grandpa, move on.
okay, Grandpa. The kids are like, well, this is our time to escape. They just hop out the back of the train. That seems like a normal and safe thing to do. Totally. Sure. All right. Whatever.
Yeah, 100%. This moving vehicle, let's jump off of it.
It is very much giving Bolt. Just tuck and roll.
Yes.
Tuck and what?
No. Bad plan.
Bad plan. Don't be Bolt. Okay. The fact that Miko is just like aliens, huh? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good job, Miko.
Good job. The cons found the relic pod. So obviously they're about to get the signal for it. They're like, gotcha. And they think that they're sneaking up on the Decepticons. However, Insecticon on the ceiling.
Yeah. I don't know how that thing moved that quietly when it's that big and that stupid, but
Yeah.
sometimes nature surprises us.
Like a bee being able to fly. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes, they shouldn't be. They
They
shouldn't be.
shouldn't be. There are
They
so many
shouldn't
things that
be.
are technically impossible. Ah, ha ha! Puns.
Yippee.
Yippee.
When people say
Um,
impossible, they usually just mean improbable.
exactly.
$10 if you get that quote. $10 if you know what that's from.
I mean, I know it from Mythbusters,
That's
but
such a
that's
good book
about it.
series. Oh no, I'm talking about Nikolai Lantsov from the Grishaverse. That's like his thing.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I figured when you said that's such a good book series, I'm like, ah, yes, that thing.
Yes.
All right. And then fighting. We're fighting the Insecticon. Hooray. And then Knockout makes an interesting decision. He sees the Insecticon and the bots, they're fighting, and he tells the miners, like miners with an E, literally
You're right.
mining, to attack. And I'm like,
Yes.
hang on, did we not establish last season that these guys don't engage in combat? Specifically. I thought we already
Knockout
established
is a
that.
little dumb.
Either
He's just
Knockout's
trying to save
dumb.
his own ass.
Let's think it's either Knockout's dumb or the show just completely forgot what they said, and I'm gonna go with that version, probably.
Yeah, that's probably more accurate.
But also the mining personnel, they just go in and do it. Like they just go. They don't even try to be like, but we're miners, this, that, the other. So I don't know.
They're just like, all
Either
right, boss.
either they
We're gonna
just
die
really
either
listen to
way.
Knockout. We're gonna die either way. Either they choose to listen to Knockout explicitly, or they're just like, fuck it, whatever.
Fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, we bowl. Here's our little gag for the episode. Knockout's about to chainsaw RC. I can't come up with words right now. And he's just like, nip and tuck. And she dodges and it's like, haha, dodge and kick. And this is going to continue, by the way. There are more of these. And they're definitely not
There are more
less
of these.
secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. They're pretty bad. They are
Yep.
not great.
We go over to Bumblebee, who's getting his ass beat. Back to
Yeah,
RC,
poor
she's
guy.
trying to get the relic pod and just gets electrocuted from behind. So we get shock and drop. Wonderful job, guys. We're so good at this.
Yes. Also, where the fuck did Knockout get that shock staff, and why was it kind of hot?
Well, the thing is, he had it in like the first episode that we saw Knockout, and then he almost never uses it after that until now.
I don't know, maybe he was like, breakdown's gone, so I gotta overcompensate.
Maybe, but also like, I think it's funny that you're like, it was kind of hot because that's the same thing you said when he electrocuted Optimus.
Yeah, that sounds like me. Sounds like something I would do.
That sounds like me. Jack and Miko are just wandering the tunnels, so now we're in an even worse spot than we were before. And Miko is making decisions just to see, like, she's just trying to seem confident and coherent, like she knows what she's doing.
Right. She's like, let's sway. We're like, Miko,
Yeah.
you don't know where you're going.
As the thing is, Jack points out, like, dude, you've been so weird today. What is up with you? And basically, through some back and forth, we basically find out Miko's jealous of Jack because he went to Cybertron and was trusted with a lot of responsibility from Optimus. So it's basically this thing of like, I am also important to the team and wanting to seem useful. Fair enough. And like Jack's be like, how long have you been feeling about this? And she's like, I can hold like I've been holding it in. And he says, since when do you keep anything in? I was like, that's the point, Jack. You don't know about it.
That's the point. That's the
That's
point.
the whole point, buddy. Like it's called a
Yeah.
front, Jack.
It's almost like that was intentional.
Crazy. I literally wrote, just because she's
People
loud about
hiding
a lot
their
of her thoughts
emotions.
doesn't mean she doesn't keep stuff to herself.
What the fuck is my camera doing right now? Is it okay? Are you also seeing the weird static, or is that my eyes?
That's your eyes.
Okay, that's nice.
You do look a little possessed right now, but that's about it.
Yeah, I'm laying in bed because I don't feel like holding myself up.
That's real. So they're arguing, yada yada. And the conversation gets interrupted by Vogel, who's just like, lost, huh? So why'd you jump out the back of the train?
You gotta
Fair enough,
come up
sir.
with a better story.
Better come up with a better story. Miko's like, I think we need to tell him the truth. Jack does not get it all. He's like, we lost our dog. Like, why would they lie about that, Jack? What?
Yeah. Miko's like, no, you dumbass. The truth.
The truth. Like, why would we lie about losing our dog, Jack? That's so stupid.
That is very stupid.
But Miko just straight up is like, if we're trying to stop aliens from getting a super dangerous thing, so they can't destroy the world, my man's accepts this. No qualms, just like, I knew I heard some weird noises that wasn't the construction crew. All right, sir, whatever you believe.
Whatever you say, buddy.
Like, you're right, but also,
Also, are you well in the head? Do I need to call a psychiatrist?
are you
You look
well?
so evil right now.
Me?
Yes.
Okay, I was
I
making
think
sure
we
you were talking
both
about
do a
me.
little bit.
B got his ass beat. He's getting dragged by the ankle, just thrown on top of RC. And they pull out the relic, and it's like, ooh, what's this? I don't know what the fuck it does. And they're about to
Let's
test it on
test it
B.
out.
Right. Knockout manages to make it sound much creepier, but that's his thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Knockout, why are you trying to. Oh my god, I look very evil. Knockout, why are you trying to dissect everybody?
Right. So Vogel and the kids come by on the train. They're like, "Oh shoot, that's the Decepticons," and they have our friends. That's no good. So Miko turns to Vogel and says, "Does this thing have another gear?" To which Vogel replies, "Abso-freaking-lutely." Speeds that shit up and just fucking rams into the cons.
You know, sometimes that's what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. I wrote battering ram time under that fucked up finish time for knockout.
Yeah, poor guy.
Yay. Poor guy. So the train keeps going. And Knockout decides, you know what? I think it's time for me to leave. He takes the relic and he books it. He books it out of there. So RC's like, okay, B, you go follow him. I'm going to deal with the Insecticon and then grab the kids somehow. I don't know how, but we're going to figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, we are. This is gonna go
Right.
well.
Yay, this is going to go so well. Like you mentioned earlier, the brakes are shot in this train, and they're on one of the few tracks that is
Okay,
coming to a dead end fairly soon.
I want to talk about this. Even if the
Yes.
brakes are shot, you can still. The accelerator is fully intact. You can still pull back on the accelerator so that you're not accelerating anymore. And eventually, friction will stop you. But they never pulled back on the accelerator. They just like full send straight into this brick wall. Like, you don't press your gas and your brakes at the same time in your car. You take your foot off the fucking gas first. Why did they not? Why are they so stupid?
I don't
Anyways,
think they
that's
really
what I
thought
have to
about
say
how
about
the
that.
anatomy of a train works.
You don't have to think about the anatomy of the train. That's just how things work. Like, that's
Well, that's
literally
what I'm
just the
saying.
laws of
Like,
physics.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, they accelerate by going forward. So I think in their heads, oh, we pulled it back. It's not slowing down or braking. So obviously the brakes are shot. And I don't think they know how vehicles work, but there's that. Um,
Leave it to
what would
okay.
be
This just furthers my
more
theory that
accurate?
this guy is like full psychotic break, delusional, just living in these tunnels with a stolen train.
The thing is, what would be more accurate would be to say the acceleration is stuck, because that can happen. That has happened
Right.
with vehicles. That is
Yes.
possible. It's not a brakes problem, it's the acceleration problem. That's where we're having the issue.
Correct.
Okay, whatever.
Right.
But the tracks are going to end soon, and I think what Miko says is one of the most hilarious things possible. She just says, "I'm really starting to hate trains." I don't know why that's so funny to me.
Okay. Okay, I didn't find that funny, but I'm glad that you did. It's like, okay, Miko.
RC catches up to the train. She's hanging onto the back. Vogel sees this and is like, "Fucking axe!" About to send it, and they have to be like, "Hey, yo, not this one."
Maybe not. This is one of the good robots.
This is
Also,
a
why
good
is there a
one.
fire axe just fully not behind glass or anything, just hanging on the wall of this train? Like, what the fuck is this train thing? What's going on?
It's not even a fire axe. It's just Vogel's personal axe.
Just personal axe.
I don't know how he got hold of an axe that you would find in a fire station, but here we are.
But here we are.
So he says, "Oh my god, this is what bugs me more. Even they're like, okay, the brakes aren't working." She says, "Is there an override?" He's like, "No." I'm like, I feel like there has to be. So again, I think you're right with the
There's
guy.
gotta
He
be
has
an
no idea what he's
emergency
doing.
brake. No, he doesn't.
So apparently, there's no
Like,
way to override this in the vehicle. Whatever. Sure, I guess.
unlikely, but continue.
Unlikely, but continue. So he's like, okay, well, we can
But we
switch the
move
tracks.
forward.
There's one right toward, like, right before the dead end. So if you switch the track, we'll keep going. And he's trying to explain to her what she has to do, and he just gives up and goes like, "You'll know it when you see it."
You'll get it when you get there.
Get it when you get there. I would like to tell a story that involves actually a I don't even know, switch pole handle, whatever the fuck they're called. Friend and I, I'll bleep that out. Went tubing down the creek that was near where we lived, right?
Right.
Um, or as some people might call it, the what's it? The redneck lazy river.
Right. Yeah.
Is it tubing or just here? Here's an inflatable. Here's a creek. Go. Anyways, so we're going down. Whatever. As it turns out, there's a lot of random stuff that you find at the bottom of a creek as you're floating. We found
This
a
is
whole
true.
rusted scooter, and we also found one of these said sticks that you would use to change the train tracks for some reason.
Oh, that's nice. I found a bone in a creek the other day. Straight up tibia. Just hanging out.
Straight up tibia.
It's in my room
That creek
now.
is definitely a we'll go with brave swim. It's not dangerous,
Yes, I
but
believe,
it's not the cleanest.
but wear shoes. But wear
Wear
shoes.
shoes. Exactly.
I believe a machete was found at the bottom of that creek also.
Probably. I would believe it. There's also a truck down there, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, you might be right.
Like near where they took out the old bridge and put in a new one.
Yeah, I know where you mean.
Yeah. I'm glad you know what I was talking about because I'm like, that could be at any number of bridges.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah,
I know
found
the
one of those in
spot.
the creek. It's funny. So many people go and play in that creek, and I'm like, guys, are we looking at the same creek? Like, I'm not judging, but like
Guys, yeah.
we see the creek, right?
Like, I get it when you're a kid and that's your only option, but also, please don't drink the water. Please go home and take a shower.
Please.
Be
Please.
safe.
You
Open
don't know what's in
wounds,
that water.
don't go in there.
No.
No. Crayfish. There's crayfish in that water. I caught 3 crayfish while I was high at that creek.
Or you can go to Bullfrog Pond and just look at all the fucking geese.
Or that. Yay,
Fucking geese. Yay, geese. Like, I
You're
believe
fucking
that,
the geese?
like, we should be, no. I believe that we should be nice to animals, but also I am hesitant of an animal that hisses at me when it's a bird.
Yeah, birds
Just
shouldn't
saying.
hiss. That shouldn't be a thing they can do.
I don't like that. Like, be nice to them, sure.
Oh,
I don't want it to hiss at me though.
yes. Yes.
They're kind of jerks.
Why
I'll
do
be
they have
nice to them,
teeth?
but they're jerks.
Why? They
Why do
don't
they have
need
teeth?
those.
Why do they have teeth?
They don't need teeth.
Birds are supposed to lose the one tooth that they get. They get one tooth at the end of their beak so they can break out of the egg and then they lose it. Why do the geese have teeth?
This is, yeah. The geese are just scary. They're just scary.
They are. Okay, so yeah, switch the tracks. That's what we're trying to do. The Insecticon is also still following RC and therefore also the train. So there's also that problem.
Yeah, that's not great.
Dun dun. That's not great. Knockout and Bumblebee finally get a proper chase scene. So that's nice.
Yay.
Knockout literally said, "Oh, look who got his treads back." Okay, asshole.
Okay. Okay, you jerk. Meanie pants. Go away.
Jerk meanie pants. I would like to point out,
Silas
while
is
Knockout and
sleepy.
Bumblebee are driving, none of this driving is recommended. Your mechanic is cringing right now. Just imagining this. Don't do that. Don't do this, please.
Don't do that.
You are going
That
to
would,
wreck
it's not going to go
everything in your
well.
car. Oil pan
And also your
dented.
body and all of your
Exhaust pipe
bones.
gone.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
You're gonna, undercarriage
I
doesn't exist.
I have a problem with this switch rod. So RC goes to pull it, right? For some reason, this giant robot
Right.
can't pull it. Why?
Yeah.
Correct me
Yeah,
if I'm
that's
wrong,
not
people
good.
out there, but I'm under the impression that this is supposed to be able to be moved by 1 or 2 people. Maybe that is my old-fashioned knowledge of trains, but why can the giant robot
Yeah.
not move this? Whatever.
I think also these tunnels were very old and have not been used in a long time. At
And
least
then
that's
the thing
my
just
guess.
breaks off. Like,
Yeah. She just snaps it in half.
just snaps it off, and she's like, what am I gonna do now? Decides, best solution, lay on the tracks and use her foot to switch it.
Though, to be fair, the leg muscles are stronger than the arm muscles. So, like,
They
if you're
are.
gonna do it manually, that's the way. But also,
Right.
bad plan.
Bad plan. I feel like we don't need to lay on the tracks. We could lay to the side of the tracks and use our legs, and then that's easier to move your legs out of the way than your body.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows what she was thinking.
I don't know.
If she
This
even
is really
was.
confusing. I know
That
this
is
is
very
all to add
confusing.
tension, but like, come on.
Yeah.
Anyways, she
If
switches
it's
the
gonna be
track,
a
she
plot
jumps out of the
device, at
way.
least make it believable.
Exactly. Switches the track, jumps out of the way, and she keeps fighting the Insecticon now that they aren't gonna die immediately.
Right.
And this time, fighting the Insecticon, we have a plan. we're gonna try to get the thing to hit the third rail. It's
Yay,
gonna take us a
plan.
frustratingly long time, but we're gonna do it.
Hey, but the fight scene animation was pretty cool, so can't complain.
It was, but I would like to point out that the eventual electrocution is like the most lowercase electrocution I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the Insecticon's a big guy, so like, maybe that's why.
Maybe, but still weird.
you-
I'll be back in a second. Give me a sec.
You're fine. The light came on and you stayed gone and didn't answer me, and I was like, did Oshi just die?
Yeah. No, sorry.
Death
There was
by light switch.
death by light switch. There was a pimple like right here on my nose bridge, and it was bugging me. Like it
Oh,
hurt. So,
for real.
doo, 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 doo. And now RC gets her shock and drop moment, except he already dropped before you shocked him, but whatever.
Yeah. You know, sequence of events doesn't need to be perfect.
Yeah. It's fine. It works. I'm just picky. So, B is chasing Knockout, and they get side to side at a point. And then at some point, B transforms, grabs Knockout as a car, and just fucking hucks him across the fucking tunnel.
Just straight up grabs him and flings him across the tunnel.
For like no reason. Like, I get it, you're stopping him, but at that point, you could have just like held on to him and gotten the relic.
I feel like that would, and then just like thrown him into the ground. So
Right.
throwing him across the tunnel.
Right, because now the relic's all
Like,
the way
why
over
would
there.
you throw him further away from you? That's a little silly.
Yeah. The train still isn't stopping, and Bumblebee and Knockout are fighting over this relic the way that siblings fight over, like, the last cookie or some shit.
As a
that's all I can
sibling who
think
fights
about.
over the last cookie, I can confirm. That is what is
Like, there's
happening.
like they're climbing on top of each other. At some point, Knockout starts dragging B away by his ankles, and B kicks him in the face. I'm like, I've literally watched siblings do this. Like, I've been on the receiving end of that. So the relic at some point floats and attaches itself to Bumblebee's wrist like a watch. And he just starts staring at it. Somehow doesn't hear the train that's coming towards him, about to hit him. Just keeps staring.
Ooh, shapes and colors, the likes of which I've never seen.
A kaleidoscope? I'm not fat. Shapes and colors.
Cute.
He's staring at the thing, and the train is coming. He turns, he's like, oh, a train. Oh no. But then he just phases through the train. Fun.
He does.
And then the
do
train
that.
hits Knockout.
Sorry, my computer. I'm getting like little of what you're saying.
You're frozen.
Don't make me get up.
Oh, there you are.
My computer is very broken.
I gotcha. Let's see.
I will plug
B
it back
phases
in.
through the train.
See if that makes it feel better.
B goes through the train. Hooray. Train hits Knockout. Knockout becomes how they slow down.
Knockout becomes speed bump. Except
Knockout
they
is
don't go over him. He just
no.
stays in front of them.
Just
His
stays
poor
in front.
paint job.
He's in front of it for a while, and then he just falls and just like he's rolling like a fucking hot dog at the gas station.
I love how he he gets back up right away. Like he takes no physical internal damage. It's just his fucking paint finish that's
it's just his
all
paint.
messed up. Like how durable are you?
I mean, it's metal armor.
I didn't think he had a tank build, but maybe he does. Strength stat is too high.
I wrote finish is fucking wrecked.
Yes, it is.
So the reason that Bumblebee didn't get absolutely smashed the way that Knockout did is the relic, which is called a phase shifter, which I have slight issues with that name, but it's fine, I guess.
Whatever. Shifts the phase of matter, I suppose.
Well, that doesn't even
Bumblebee
make
is
sense. Like,
gas. No, it
right?
doesn't.
It doesn't really shift like the phase that you're in, but like whatever. I don't know. I don't know what a better name would be, so I guess. Um and for some reason, to demonstrate this, RC decides, ah yes, I will just stick my arm through Bumblebee's chest.
Stick my arm through Bumblebee's chest. Let me just grab Bumblebee's heart real quick.
Just
Ooh.
obviously, after this explanation, Knockout is pissed when he sees her reflection. Fucking pissed. Catches a glimpse of
He's
her
not
reflection, just
happy.
like, no! Crashing out.
Loses his shit.
Loses his shit. He's about to fight them, and then he's severely outnumbered. He's like, oh, god damn it! Drives away. Loses a fucking wheel.
Oh, poor guy. He's just falling apart.
Here's the thing. I don't think cars can drive with 3 wheels. I don't
No,
think that
not
that's how
really.
cars work.
Not really. I mean, like, you
Um,
can if you have to, but, like, it's not recommended. Like, if you get a flat tire on the side of the road and there's a fucking serial killer coming for you, just drive away. You can drive
well,
with a flat tire. It's not ideal, but
yeah,
you can do
you
it.
can drive. You can drive with a flat tire. I mean, he's literally missing the entire wheel. Like that has to throw off the balance
Yeah,
of the car.
his literal wheel comes off. Yes. It's not good. It's not good. It's very bad.
So he drives off. Miko and Jack turn to RC and they're just like, this guy knows. Vogel, this guy knows. He knows.
Yeah. He knows what's
So
going on.
Miko, he knows what's going on. Miko has a solution. She calls Fowler and is like, hey, can you give this man a fake title so that he's going to stay here and not tell anyone what's going on?
Yeah.
And Fowler's just
Miko
like, are you
fully recognizes
serious?
that this guy is not here mentally.
No. We also get a clip of Fowler is going to be part of one of the next couple episodes. It'll be a little further down, but we will get there uh eventually. So he's like, "Thank you. You are now like an ambassador for interstellar relations or some crap." Um so this guy's like, "You'll be in touch?" And they're like, "Totally. But until then, radio silence. In other words, we're ghosting you."
Yes. We're telling you very directly here, we are ghosting you. Good luck.
We're ghosting you. And then as they're walking away, it's like, nice job. She's like, I understand city people who do not go outside or talk to people. I think,
Miko, are you okay?
I was going to say, I think it would be interesting if part of the reason that Miko has like a better idea of what to do in this situation would be, I don't know if you've seen this, there's a rising number of people, specifically young men in Japan, who like don't leave their houses or sometimes their rooms for like years.
I have not seen anything about that. And yet I'm
Um,
not surprised. And also I'm concerned.
there's a term for it. It's called hikikomori. I might be saying that completely wrong. Just heads up on that one. But it's like this very socially like this self-inflicted social isolation, like extreme social isolation. Um
Yeah.
that like seems to be becoming more and more of a problem in recent years. I wonder why. I wonder why people wouldn't want to be in public right now. Such a mystery.
Yeah.
Um I think it'd be interesting if maybe that's why Miko knows, but also Miko just might have weird friends. We don't know.
Miko might just have weird friends. This is entirely possible. Okay,
But
great.
there's yeah. Miko in that. And now Vogel is suspicious of his train being a transformer, so that's interesting. But that's where this episode ends. There's going to be, let me double check what I'm saying here. 1, 2, 3 more episodes about this specific what's the word? Fucking
relic race.
Relic race. Yes, thank you. The next one will be very Optimus forward. Starscream makes an appearance of being interesting, so he will show up.
Yippee.
If you ever wanted to know what happens when you put Optimus, Dreadwing, and Starscream in the same room, you'll get to find out.
Is it gay sex?
No, unfortunately. That would be funny, but no.
That would be funny.
Would be funny. We're getting so close to the Wheeljack Ratchet episode. We're so close. We're almost there.
Yay. Yay. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I'm so ready. But yeah, that's where we're gonna leave it for the episode. Thank you guys for listening. We are on Red Circle, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, that sort of stuff. I'm getting a little better about posting short videos. Most recently, I think I put was Silas being very confused about potatoes with boobs. So you should go look at that. That's
did
funny.
happen. That one's funny.
What sort of conversations do we have on this podcast? Don't worry.
Don't worry about it.
Listen, you guys are the ones listening to us. So, that's on you.
That is a conscious choice you've made. Enjoy
Conscious
living
choice.
with it.
But yeah, make sure to check those out. We might make some memes if I feel like it.
Yes.
I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.